Well, folks, nothing says we love women like giving them the message they shouldn't have the right to vote. And if they secretly don't vote for their husband's choice, it would be like marital infidelity. And if they dare to offend the orange savior, they should have guns pointed at them. Yeah. Well, in case you haven't heard, there's been a lot of chatter from hardcore conservative kooks that the 25th Amendment should be repealed so women can't vote. And then just recently, Johnny McEntee, Orangina's right-hand man, made a peach of a TikTok saying conservatives only want the male vote, as in M-A-L-E, not M-A-I-L. Hardy har, baby man. On top of that, the Make America Easier for White Mediocre Men clan are losing their baby minds over an ad produced by Vote Common Good, in which women are depicted going into voting booths and voting for Kamala, despite their husbands being hardcore Orangina Pervalicious Felonious Schlumper McPhee supporters. Newt Gingrich called it sick, and Jesse Waters said if his wife lied to him about her vote, he'd treat it like she had an affair. You know, like the marriage-ending affairs Jesse had in 2018 and Newt had in 2011, because of course they did. Charlie Kirk also had a Kirk-niption over the ad. He thought it was very sad and bad, and it made him mad that the poor husband depicted in the ad probably works his tail off to give his family a nice life, and then she betrays him with her own damn preferences. She-devil, femis-Nazi, misandrist. Side note, that word, misandry, cracks me up because it was made up by baby men who wanted their own version of the word misogyny, and it works just like Doughboy Musk's cyber schmuck trucks as an easy identifier of schneedles, because whoever drives one of those is definitely a schneedle, and whoever uses the term misandry is inevitably one too. But I digress. Or as Pervy would say, I weave. Yeah. Well, folks, let's break this down for the baby men, okay? Because they really don't have to look any further for evidence of why women are rejecting them more and more, and why women who still vie for attention from baby men, despite knowing they stand to be oppressed, undermined, and ridiculed, are finding themselves shit out of luck for dignity and meaning in their lives. Ladies, what the hell? Are you breathing? Don't you realize any relationship in which you're not allowed to have a different opinion than your husband is not a marriage? It's a conservatorship. He's your daddy, your boss, your warden. He's not your husband. And men, if you are so puny, like itsy-bitsy weeny small, that you have to control your woman's thinking, actions, and worldview, then you are not strong or brave. I mean, think about it, all you God never makes mistakes patriarchs. If your wife was supposed to think your thoughts, she wouldn't have been created with her own. Kind of like if you were meant to be in charge, you wouldn't have to lie, cheat, steal, and intimidate to make up for your mediocrity. Folks, baby men are never going to grow up. They don't want to even try. Differences of opinions, too hard. Wah. An equal playing field, too hard. Wah. Sharing the top spot, too hard. Wah. Well, all I can say is the baby men are making it excruciatingly clear that they are going to flatten women. They're going to roll women up in their 1950s wet dreams, and they're going to blame women for every baby man failure they can imagine. Yeah. I grew up watching women dumb themselves down and hollow themselves out so as not to upstage baby men. Women, cut that shit out. You owe it to your daughters to be better. You may not want to fill out the four corners of your bodies and brains, but your daughters deserve a shot at being more than baby man soothers. So buck up and be a woman. And don't you dare take responsibility for the feelings of inadequacy your baby men have about it. If you realize your husband is actually more like your son, find a new husband. But first, vote blue. Yeah. And baby men, have the day you deserve.